Hey everyone, welcome back to Green Horizons. We've got a really exciting topic lined up today. I've been buzzing to talk about this all week.
Tell me about it. I've been practically counting down the minutes.
So, have you heard about the Yakako farm over in Yosaswa, DRC?
Actually, yeah, I read an article about it the other day. It's quite the game changer.
Absolutely. You wouldn't believe the transformation. Not too long ago, the area was struggling with low agricultural productivity, scarce resources, poor infrastructure, the whole nine yards.
Wow, that's quite a list of challenges.
Big time. But now it's like a beacon for sustainable development.
Incredible. So what brought about such a dramatic shift?
Well, it all started when this NGO, P.D.P.L, partnered with local entrepreneurs. They kicked off the Yakako Farm initiative with a holistic approach: economic development, community empowerment, environmental conservation, you name it.
That's fascinating. A holistic approach sounds like the way to go.
Definitely. And get this, they specialized in cattle farming, which opened up a ton of jobs for locals.
No kidding.
Yeah, both directly and indirectly. Employment opportunities just skyrocketed.
That's fantastic. Agriculture can be such a powerful driver for economic growth, especially in rural communities.
Exactly. And with the increased incomes, people now have better access to healthcare, education, all that good stuff.
That's so heartwarming. It's not just about money, but improving quality of life.
Precisely. And when profits are reinvested into the community, like building schools and clinics, it creates this sustainable cycle of development.
It's like they're not just raising cattle, they're raising hopes and dreams.
I love that. Raising hopes and dreams. It has a nice ring to it.
Thanks, but seriously, it's amazing to see such positive change.
Absolutely. And what's really cool is how they're handling the environmental side of things.
Oh yeah? Tell me more.
Well, they've implemented pasture rotation to prevent overgrazing and soil erosion,
That's smart. Soil health is so crucial and often overlooked.
right? Plus, they're managing organic waste efficiently and have initiated reforestation projects.
Reforestation, too? They're really covering all the bases.
Exactly. It not only boosts biodiversity, but helps combat climate change locally.
That's impressive. Reducing their carbon footprint while boosting productivity? Talk about a win-win.
Couldn't agree more. They're setting a stellar example for sustainable agriculture.
And I bet other regions are starting to take notice.
Absolutely. Their success is inspiring similar initiatives elsewhere,
That's the kind of ripple effect we need.
for sure. But do you think this model can be replicated in other places?
With some adjustments for local conditions, I think so. But
Every region does have its own quirks.
exactly. But the core principles, community involvement, sustainable practices, they're universally applicable.
True.
But I wonder about the role of organizations like NGOs. Do you think external support is essential?
Well, they can provide important resources and expertise, but the key is working hand in hand with the locals.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Empowering, not overpowering.
Nice phrase.
Thanks.
But yeah, when locals are involved, projects have a better shot at lasting success.
Absolutely. In this case, local entrepreneurs were at the forefront.
That's probably a big part of why it worked so well.
Agreed.
On another note, did you hear any personal stories from the community?
Actually, yes. There is this woman who started a small dairy business thanks to the farm's support.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah, and now she's providing for her family and even employing a few neighbors.
That's the kind of impact that numbers alone can't convey.
Exactly. It's stories like hers that really bring it home.
Makes you wonder what could happen if more communities had similar opportunities.
It sure does.
But here's a thought. Do you think relying on agriculture is sustainable in the face of climate change?
Good question. It's a challenge, but that's why integrating sustainable practices is so crucial.
Right, we can't ignore environmental realities.
Exactly. By adapting methods to be more eco-friendly, agriculture can still be viable.
And it seems Yakako Farm is doing just that.
Definitely.
So where do you think they should go from here?
Maybe expand into educational programs or workshops.
That's a great idea.
If they can share their knowledge, they could help others replicate their success.
Spreading the wealth in a knowledge sense.
Exactly. maybe even venture into renewable energy projects.
Now, you're thinking big.
Why not? When a community is empowered, the sky's the limit.
Very true.
But of course, they'll need continued support.
Naturally. But with their track record, attracting investment shouldn't be too hard.
Let's hope so.
Indeed.
Well, this has been a really enlightening discussion.
Agreed. It's always inspiring to hear about success stories like this.
Absolutely. It reminds us that positive change is possible.
And that sustainable development isn't just a buzzword, it's achievable.
Exactly.
So, any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Just that Yakako Farm serves as a shining example of how aligning economic, social, and environmental goals can lead to tremendous success.
Couldn't agree more.
It's proof that we can progress without compromising our planet or our communities.
Well said.
So here's to more stories like Yakako Farm in the future.
Cheers to that.
All right, that's all the time we have today. Thanks for tuning into Green Horizons.
Thanks for joining us, and until next time, keep thinking green.